right shoulder blocked due to a crash. And also some heavy traffic on 43 northbound and southbound, pretty much from Hampton through the Marquette interchange. Let's take a look at your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Will be partly cloudy tonight, a low dipping down to 54. Friday, cloudy skies, cooler with a high of 67 degrees. Into the weekend should be beautiful. Mostly sunny Saturday, a high of 72. Plenty of sunshine on Sunday, a high of 76. And then Monday for Labor Day will be mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s. In Sheboygan, it's 64 degrees. Right now, 69 in Madison, and it is 66 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 6:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Thanks a lot for joining me tonight for What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. 2 hours of culture and creativity. And we're going to hear some behind-the-scenes stories of what it was like to be part of the presentation at the Euchre Celebration game last Sunday at American Family Field. One of the most impactful parts of the day was seeing many, many memories in the video features on the massive screen in the outfield. Photos and quotes and clips of all facets of Mr. Baseball's life. One of the filmmakers who helped create those videos is also one of the filmmakers who brought us the excellent documentary last year called Just a Bit Outside, the story of the 1982 Brewers. His name is Sean Hanisch, and he shared some stories and experiences with Wisconsin's Midday News a couple days ago that I really think you'll like hearing, the level of love and work and collaboration that it took to really have the most meaningful and appropriate yet celebratory tribute to Bob Uecker last Sunday. And another person who was part of the Euchre Celebration game last weekend is a guest of mine tonight. It's the man who spent the most time with Ueck in both of the Major League movies, the man who played Monty the Color Man.
Standing in the way, their longtime nemesis, the New York Yankees. Trying to put the stop on the Yanks will be Eddie Harris, the Tribe's veteran right-hander. Bonnie, anything to add? No. He's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks. All right, we're set to go.
So we have the best color man in the league, actor and entertainer Skip Griparis, who's also an entertainer and a musician based in Illinois. He came up to Wisconsin to be part of the festivities last Sunday and share Ueck stories on the big Jumbotron. And he also spent some time in the WTMJ radio broadcast booth. He's going to join us in about 5 minutes with his Euchre Celebration game experience. And other guests are voices you will recognize. WTMJ reporter Jessica Gatso is going to tell me about art vending machines in Milwaukee. I knew about the art vending machine inside St. Kate, the Arts Hotel, just off the lobby. It looks like an old cigarette vending machine, and you can buy little bitty pieces of art for like $5. Well, where are there other art vending machines in Milwaukee? Jessica Gatso will tell us. And murals are in conversation. Murals in Milwaukee and murals in Green Bay. Twin brothers who are making a new Milwaukee mural. They will be my guests in the studio, MIAG grads, and they're celebrating the city of Milwaukee with a Milwaukee design. And we'll tell you more about that with Carlos and Michael Garcia Cropful. And Green Bay Packers murals, they've been on fences in the area there around Lambeau Field for like 10 years. Well, Zane Statz is the creator of those murals, and he's bringing people together on the first Saturday in September for another community mural based on the Packers, and this time paying tribute to the Lambeau Leap. So you will meet Zane about 7:35 and find out how you can be part of the community Paint by Numbers mural, the tribute to the Lambeau Leap on that first Saturday. And also WTMJ's Elizabeth Lintonen is going to visit just after 7 o'clock on why it is okay to care about Taylor Swift getting engaged to Travis Kelce. Maybe you're saying, I don't know, is it? Because Elizabeth will tell us why it is okay and give us some other impressions from the buzz that was created around that engagement. Also tonight, your chance to win Alan Parsons Live concert tickets, September 13th at Milwaukee's Riverside Theater. Your chance is coming up just after 6:30, and the song you need to hear is a classic song, a signature song by the Alan Parsons Project. But I want to update one quick not web story, but one quick story that has been, in our arts scene here locally, we got a new addition. It's called a troll. It's gotten a lot of chatter, and I would even say a lot of buzz. It's called the Tosa Troll. It joined our landscape this spring, and something new is a buzz inside the Wauwatosa troll sculpture.
What looks like an earbud in Mama Rosa's right ear is a wasp nest. It's currently the home of bald-faced hornets, a species of yellow jackets native to Wisconsin. Wauwatosa Parks and Forestry tells the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel it's still safe to stand by the troll because of how high the nest is from the ground. And they don't plan to remove the nest. The hornets are pollinators and eat unwanted insects. They'll be around until the first hard frost. Then only the queen will remain over the winter before emerging in spring to look for a new nest site. Jessica Gatso, WTMJ News.
It is nice to know that the queen hornet will likely move out next year. Mama Rosa, though, it's cool. Created by a Danish artist named Thomas Dambo. It was a big deal to have this be the first of his naturally created trolls. They're all around the world, about 150 of them, but this is the first one in Wisconsin, and it's made out of recycled trees and other natural materials from Wauwatosa. And next, Skip Graperis, Monty the Color Man, who got to spend a lot of time with Bob Uecker during the filming of both Major League movies. You can meet him and hear his stories from last Sunday's Uecker celebration game next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus.
I believe in aliens, ghosts, and UFOs, but I don't believe Hasselus Mattress is employee-free.
It's true. Give our mattresses a try with no pushy sales guy.
Do these mattresses come from Area 51?
We're talking big names like Sealy Posturepedic and Beautyrest.
Who's supporting you? The Illuminati?
If you need support, through Monday, get a free adjustable base with any new mattress.
That's what the lizard people told you to say.
Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hasselus.com.
Trees on the Move, offering ideas for outdoor living and beautifying with landscape consultation, design, and installation, including retaining walls, paved patios, tree trimming, and more. Trees on the Move's been offering landscape services for over 47 years and now offers stamped and colored concrete drives, patios, and sidewalks. Beautify your yard this year with Trees on the Move. TreesOnTheMove.com.
From planning to planting, Trees on the Move.
We get it. You're on the go, and life gets in the way. Stay up to date on all things WTMJ with podcasts of every show available on WTMJ.com. And don't forget you can stream WTMJ online and watch your favorite WTMJ shows on YouTube. Every show, when you want it, no matter where you are. We are Wisconsin's radio station, News Radio 620 WTMJ. You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
If you are a fan of the Major League movies, and really, who isn't here in Milwaukee, where it was filmed in the 80s, you got a sense of humor and you love baseball, you know Bob Uecker pretty much stole the show as the unforgettable announcer Harry Doyle. We all still quote just a bit outside, don't we? But you know, another voice in those films belongs to multi-talented Skip Graperis. He was the straight-laced broadcast partner right next to Bob Uecker, who really got basically steamrolled by Bob Uecker and the one-liners. But, you know, providing that comedic balance. Skip Graperis, also a talented performer, a musician, impressionist, and a comedian from the Midwest. Decades-long entertainment career. Well, Skip was part of last Sunday's Bob Uecker celebration game at AmFam Field, a special guest there. So welcome back to What's on Tap, the man who tried to keep Harry Doyle on track and never quite succeeded. Skip Graperis, how are you?
Hello, Sandy. Well, it's nice to know I got steamrolled. Well, that's a nice thing to wake up to here. Well, Skip, you got steamrolled in Major League.
Well,
your life is not worth living. I think it's time to cut the cable.
Well, how do you contain the force of nature that is Bob Uecker? Because you were wonderful as my guest about a year ago. We chatted about your memories of making Major League.
Yeah. The parts were written as such. That was the joke that it was. I was the foil or straight man, and this was based on a real life broadcast team. where you have a blustery play-by-play guy and a color man who doesn't say too much. So they figure there's some comedy gold there, and those scenes worked. From what everybody tells me, they work great.
I'd say I think you minded pretty well. How many days did you spend one-on-one with Uke filming back then?
For each film, 3 days, 3 long days.
You got some good stories, though.
Well, he first of all, he was just great and very professional, kind to me. I got a little nervous early on. I was going to walk up to meet him the first morning, and I just couldn't wait. I went, "Oh, hi, Bob, I'm your sidekick," and blah, blah. He's got a mouthful of food. So he's trying to talk to me. He winds up spitting out some of his food as he's just trying to say hello. I put him in that predicament. What can I say? But he was awesome. Of course, very funny. He ad-libbed a number of the lines that have become classics. And we got to spend some one-on-one time in a empty broadcast booth, and he was relating all baseball anecdotes. I mean, I thought I was in heaven.
Sure, to hear those stories.
I'm making a movie. It's with Bob Uecker, and one-on-one, he's telling me this classic stories that made him a celebrity. So it was awesome.
How did you enjoy being part of the Uecker celebration game on Sunday with that sold-out crowd?
Oh, what's not to enjoy? That was a little overwhelming. To be out there on the field, sitting down with a bunch of other notables that were in Bob's life, and then get called out by Bob Costas, and that was just crazy wonderful. And they had a wonderful production team that took care of me all day. I did a couple more interviews. I guess one was broadcast just live on the big screen. From what I'm told, you were there, was it?
I was there. I texted you a video, but actually, if you go to the WTMJ YouTube live stream, we are showing it right now. If you text the word watch to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line 855-616-1620, you can see it there. I'll retext it to you again, Skip, so that way you can have it for posterity. Doesn't have audio. But just to see it, and you're over that field and you're part of it, and to see those thousands of people, in addition to you being able to tell some stories on the big screen in the middle of an inning, what other things did you get to do on that day during the game and after?
Well, we were they were hustling me around to different interviews. A friend of mine that drove me there, we were at the press conference, in I guess the press room, you called it, or whatever.
Yeah.
And be able to listen to all that. I got to meet Bob Costas, which was great. There's not too many of us Greek Americans in broadcasting. At least there didn't used to be. There's a few more now, but there was nobody and Bob Costas. That was it. So,
what a special moment. Did you hear any stories about Uke that were either new to you or that really have stuck with you?
No, nobody was sharing stories other than what people talked about on stage there, and they weren't my stories. But I had, from everybody that I've talked to, Uke was just a great guy, and if he had the time and you were interested, he'd joke around or tell you stories. I mean, he was just bigger than life, especially in Milwaukee. My goodness. He's like, there's God, there's Jesus, and there's Bob Uecker is like number 3. So
the Milwaukee Trinity?
Yes, the Milwaukee Trinity. Yes, exactly. I mean, he's held with such high regard, and he should be. He's just a wonderful broadcaster. He's funny as heck. He is an actor, and I guess there were a couple of people there from Mr. Belvedere, which I didn't see much of. I probably wouldn't have recognized them, but
the Brewers did a great job of gathering people from his entertainment world and his baseball world and his true family world. Well,
everybody. Katina Shaw, who seemed to be in charge of all this thing. The coordination was just amazing.
It was a lot of moving parts and a lot of good people who were there.
Yeah.
Skip Graperis, co-star with Bob Uecker, sitting right next to Harry Doyle in the Major League movies. Skip, where can we see you performing? Because you're just over the border in Illinois. How can we keep up with you?
Not too far. Well, I'm participating Sunday, September 14th, in the newest induction into the Illinois Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm already in the Hall of Fame because of could have been from a number of things, but specifically it was from my years in the New Colony Six in the early 70s and my writing and singing some songs for them and so on. But we're going to, among the people inducted, like Richard Marx and so on that day, I'll be, along with Bonnie, folk icon in Chicago area, Bonnie Kolak, we're going to be doing a tribute to Steve Goodman, who wrote so many songs. And so I'll be singing and playing guitar. Bonnie will be singing, and we're going to do a few songs. And I'll be doing my own show coming up. This is at the Bicentennial Theater in Joliet, Illinois, and it's a great theater, little theater, very intimate. We're going to be doing a show called Roy Orbison and the Rockabilly Heroes.
Wow.
So I'll have my trio, and I'll be doing the voices and guitar work for Roy Orbison and Elvis Presley and Ricky Nelson and Buddy Holly and Carl Perkins and assorted other people. It's a great show. I know it's a long way for people in Milwaukee, but
it's worth a road trip to see you keeping these musical legends alive. Skip Graperis, see him in September. Follow along at his website, skipgraperis.com. Thank you so much for being a friend of What's on Tap, and hope to chat with you again soon.
Thank you, Sandy. Have a great evening. Talk to you later.
Take good care, Skip.
Bye.
More behind-the-scenes stories from last Sunday with one of the people who created the many meaningful tribute videos played at the Euchre Celebration game, documentary filmmaker Sean Hanisch, next on What's on Tap.
Les Miserables, still the world's most popular musical. Experience the breathtaking production that leaves both audiences and critics awestruck. Les Miserables. October 28th through November 2nd at the Marcus Performing Arts Center. Tickets at marcuscenter.org.
I'm Sandy Maxx with WTMJ, and lots of people looking for a job, and a good job. And there are incredible career opportunities with my friends at Three Pillars Senior Living Communities in Dousman. Three Pillars ranked best in continuing care, assisted, and independent living in Wisconsin, and it's a certified great place to work. They're hiring caregivers within their assisted living and memory care communities, full and part-time, day or evening shifts. Starting at $20 per hour, you could get more based on experience and your shifts. The best part, you'll make a difference in the lives of others every day at Three Pillars. Go to threepillars.org, click on that careers tab, learn more.
Have you heard a lot of buzz about tariffs?
No.
Really?
What's a tariff?
It's a tax on imported goods.
Well, I've never heard of tariffs because 92.3% of Penny Mustard's furniture is made in the USA.
True.
In fact, most of it is built by local craftsmen and women right here in the Midwest.
And locally sourced furniture will never have a tariff on it.
Can we talk about this later? I'm tired of hearing about these tariffs.
So I guess you can say that all this talk about tariffs is taxing.
PennyMustard.com.
This change has leveled us up while being able to maintain the same quality of service that we've always provided, with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission. We're proud to be part of the Century 21 family, so you can move fearlessly with the added confidence of top-of-the-line marketing for maximum home exposure. And that means more eyeballs and the real potential for the highest price for your home. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. With the ability to market luxury homes on a higher scale than ever before, Century 21 Benefit Realty has taken a huge step forward to tap into a global network of buyers. Maximum exposure to spotlight your unique home with our fine homes and estates marketing so you can sell it for the highest price. And with no upfront fees and 1.9% real estate commission, you win. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
The arm is back. Here he comes. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Goodbye, Detroit. Hello, New York. Hi, Raleigh Fingers. What a job he is being mobbed by his teammates as the Brewers.
The sounds of Bob Uecker, 54 years as the Brewers Hall of Fame broadcaster. And last Sunday, American Family Field was sold out, full of Uecker lovers, including a great presentation hosted by legendary broadcaster Bob Costas. It included Robin Yount and Bud Selig and Christian Yelich and Ted Simmons, so many people, George Brett. There were so many people saying really meaningful and genuine things about Bob Uecker. And part of that presentation was photos, quotes, clips, and videos from all facets of Mr. Baseball's life. And one of the creators of those videos is Sean Hanisch, and he was a co-producer of that Just a Bit Outside documentary. And Sean was a guest on Wisconsin's Midday News a couple of days ago, talking about what it was like to create those videos. And when did the Uecker celebration video plans start?
Well, it happened within about 48 hours, frankly, of Uecker's passing. We had worked very closely with the Brewers organization on Just a Bit Outside, as you could imagine. And our point person is the head of communications, Tyler Barnes, who's become a dear friend. He reached out to us and said, you know what, I think we need to do something incredibly special here. Would you and your team, which includes Kelly Call, who also helped produce with me, they said, would you create some films, memorializing him for both this April event that they did, which was a private event, and then this really focusing on this big event that was for all of the fans in the stadium. And so, I can tell you that we said yes right away. I mean, there couldn't be a greater honor in, as a Brewer fan or as somebody who's, born and raised in Wisconsin, to be able to, make the films honoring this icon, this legend. And for about 5 minutes, our feet didn't touch the floor. We were just floating. And then we realized, we have to do this. Like, we can't screw this up. And then we started on making these, and it was really incredible being able to pour through, dozens and dozens of hours of all of his old work, and from the Hollywood, but also from his broadcasting days, and to hear how amazing of an announcer he was, and then try to boil that down into about 20-ish minutes for us to show at the ballpark. We had incredible help by Bob Jr. He was phenomenal to work with. The Brewers were phenomenal, as was Bob Costas, because he got into the process early, because we had to weave, as you saw, in these various, the other folks talking, Christian Yelich, Robin Yount, Bud Selig. So it was a bit of a dance, but I think in the end of the day, the Brewers always had their eyes on, we're doing this for the Uecker family, and we're doing this for the fans. And I think it was a remarkable and such a special day. And I was really proud of the fact that early on we, along with Bob Costas and Tyler, came up with this idea of really kind of taking the four bases, and creating then the films around these kind of really, important eras of his life. You could tell it all just kind of kept coming together and getting better and better. And I think it's because we were all really focused, and, really at the end of the day, it came down to respect of Bob's family and also Bob's life, and, love. That's what it came down to, because what I felt in that stadium Sunday was an outpouring of love and respect. And I've never been in a stadium. I've never walked into a stadium where 42,000 people were all seated. And it's kind of an only in Milwaukee moment as well. Honestly, the Brewers are a first-class organization. They were going to do this right. They just, they're one of the best organizations in baseball, because I think they lead with their heart, and they have a lot of loyalty. The creative decision we made early on was everybody else, both at this memorial and since his passing, has talked about their stories about Bob. Let's have the films be Bob telling his own story. And so everything that you saw in stadium at the event was all Bob talking about his life, Uecker talking about his experiences. And I think that really was a way in to draw people in to him telling his own story.
He is Sean Hanisch, co-producer of the Just a Bit Outside documentary that tells the story of the 1982 Brewers. If you can find it streaming, it is incredible. And I call Sean Hanisch a cultural historian with his work on that documentary and with all of those Euchre tribute videos. You can hear that full conversation with Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty on the Wisconsin's Midday News podcast. And you can check out Wisconsin's Midday News weekdays from noon till 3. And you can't watch those videos online due to the broadcast rights issues, but you can watch some of the speakers with Bob Costas and the ceremony on MLB.com. So sniff around and look for that. I think you'll really enjoy it. Art vending machines in Milwaukee? Yes, what they are and where you can find them with WTMJ's Jessica Gatzo coming up. Now, from the WTMJ Breaking News Center, here's Neil Doyle.
Thanks, Sandy. A big move today in Green Bay. The Dallas Cowboys trading four-time Pro Bowl linebacker Micah Parsons to the Packers. Parsons and the Packers already with an agreement on a 4-year, $188 million contract. That makes him the highest-paid non-quarterback in NFL history. As part of the deal, the Packers will be sending defensive tackle Kenny Clark and two first-round picks to Dallas. One person is dead after a motorcycle crash that happened on Milwaukee's northwest side. Police responded around 8:30 Wednesday night near 115th and Appleton Lane. A motorcycle driver was speeding and lost control, sliding off the road. The 34-year-old man died from his injuries. And West Nile virus has been detected in Dane County. It's the first human case for the county this year. Other human cases have been reported in Barron and Sheboygan counties. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services reminds the public that the best way to protect yourself is to prevent mosquito bites. August and September tend to have the highest risk for West Nile virus. Let's take a look at the roads. Your WTMJ time saver traffic. Still a bit of a mess out there as you commute here on your Thursday evening. I-41 northbound right at North Avenue. Right shoulder's blocked due to a crash, and that's causing some delays still starting at Watertown Plank Road all the way through Hampton. Also pretty slow on part of that same stretch if you're heading south on I-41. Backups as well, 94 westbound, starting at the zoo, and that goes all the way to Springdale Road. Part of the right shoulder is blocked there just past Blue Mound. And also I-43 northbound right at Keefe, the left shoulder block there due to a disabled vehicle. And your WTMJ 5-day forecast for tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 54 degrees. Friday, partly cloudy, cooler, a high of 67. Shaping up to be a nice holiday weekend for us. Mostly sunny Saturday, a high of 72. Plenty of sunshine on Sunday and a high of 76. And then Monday for Labor Day, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s. In Green Bay, it's 64 degrees. Right now, 67 in Kenosha, and it's 66 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 6:35.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you were so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Here's the secret no one's telling you about those trendy weight loss shots. Many people gain the weight back after stopping, but there's a better way. Using the Milwaukee Weight Loss proprietary natural-based program, we've helped thousands of people not just lose weight, but keep it off long-term. You can lose up to 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 8 weeks while protecting your muscle mass. No side effects, no rebounds. Ready to transform your body for life? You can do this. Schedule your free consultation today at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Hey, it's WTMJ Steve Scafidi. I dropped 40 pounds with Milwaukee Weight Loss. No crazy workouts, no meal kits or shakes, and definitely no meds or injections. They helped reset my metabolism, and the weights actually stayed off. It's been a game changer for me. Many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Schedule your free consultation today by calling 262-393-2334. One more time, 262-393-2334. Or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
We've got big rewards in store for Fleet Farm shoppers at our Buy More, Earn More event.
August 28th through September 3rd, Fleet Rewards members will enjoy extra rewards on all qualifying purchases. Earn $10 when you spend $100. Earn $25 when you spend $250. And earn $50 in rewards when you spend $350 at Fleet Farm. Membership's free. Sign up in-store or online. Then stock up to get extra rewards while you can at Fleet Farm's Buy More, Earn More event. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. Hope you will join me on Saturdays at 1 o'clock for a really cool show. I love it because it explores the state that we love so much. It's Experience Wisconsin. We check in with cities, people, places, the best and brightest spots around our great state. Coming up on this week's Experience Wisconsin, this is going to be fun. Hayward Lakes is in the spotlight, and so is Old World Wisconsin with some cool new events coming up. We are excited to have Experience Wisconsin Saturdays at 1 right here on 620 WTMJ. It's Experience Wisconsin.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. And my guest in the WTMJ studio is WTMJ's Jessica Gatso, who you hear often in the Breaking News Center. But Jessica is also an arts enthusiast. You play oboe.
I do.
In our
the Milwaukee Community Orchestra.
Yes, so I love that, learning about that about you. And we had fun at Summerfest, whether it's kayaking or experiencing the art there. And you and I both discovered something at the same time. And you were like, hey, I'm interested in this. I was like, I just found out about it myself. Go find out. And it's art vending machines in Milwaukee. And I feel like some people are like, oh, yeah, I've seen there's an art vending machine in St. Kate, the Arts Hotel, like right by the bathrooms, so you can't miss it. But it's an old cigarette vending machine, and for $5, you pull out and get a little creative artwork. Maybe it's a tiny painting, or maybe it's a little figure. But I love that that's my introduction to it, and that there are other art vending machines. So tell us about the other ones you can find that aren't inside St. Kate.
Yes, indeed there are. There's the new mini series of sort of themed art vending machines. They're called the Wizards Print Snacks. So very, very whimsical, fun name. And they're all these, they're not cigarette machines per se, but they're still these fun retro sort of old school analog vending machines.
Where you got to kind of pull a lever, and it's gratifying. It's it's a tangible experience.
Exactly. So Milwaukee artist and printmaker Maya Giuliani had this idea after seeing series of art vending machines in other places like Chicago, and here's how they went about bringing them to Milwaukee.
I bought every machine on Facebook Marketplace, usually from like a random man in the suburbs. Pulled them apart, fixed what I could. They all are still kind of clunky and analog and fun and rough. And then I kind of repainted everything in my little wizard branding and harassed people until they let me put a vending machine in their place.
So where has she lovingly and gently harassed people to have these vending machines?
So Maya has several vending machines. There's one in River Press, which is their brand new art gallery in River West. There's one in Patchwork Collective, which is a tattoo studio just right down the road from there. And then the third vending machine is at Tooth and Nail Studio and Gallery, which is it's sort of an art workshop place that also does classes, and that's in Bayview inside the Lincoln Warehouse.
I recognize that from Bayview, but otherwise Humboldt Avenue. That it kind of reminds me of little free libraries in a way.
Yeah.
So what did you partake in any of the art vending machines? There you go. What now, can you see anything in the art vending machines, or is it just like I'm gonna have a magical wizard snack surprise?
Yes and no. So you get to select the type of item, but you don't necessarily get to pick the color or the style or whatnot. So you can kind of see in like, oh, here's the category that's jewelry. Here's a little category for coasters. The first vending machine in the actual River Press studio is stickers only, so it's just that little quarter slot one, and you get a surprise sticker, or you can get a River Press sticker. And then the other two vending machines have some larger objects. Like one of them, I got these little icicle charms.
They're colorful.
Yeah, very colorful. I feel like I could hang this in my car very easily.
That's a great place, yes.
And then I thought this was such a cute idea, is a make your own print kit. So not only find some miniature artwork, but make your own mini artwork.
So you can be inspired yourself, because Maya Giuliani is a local printmaker herself.
Yeah,
themselves.
They make some of the art in the vending machines, but also plenty of other Milwaukee artists are also making the art, and all the proceeds goes to each individual artist, whoever makes it. But these stamps were so fun because it's a miniature little stamp ink pad here, and then Maya hand carved like 30 some just erasers into little stamps. And it was just like, I have a leaf here. It was very fun. So
it gives such delight. And I think there are a lot of people who like want to be art owners, and it was like, you don't have to have a huge collection. It's a meaningful collection. So you talked about one of the colorful charms that you got in an art vending machine, and I can hang it in my car. And like every time you see that, you're going to be reminded of your whimsical, it's a wizard snack. What is it?
A wizard snack, yes.
Wizard print snack. Yes, I want to get it right. So I love this creativity and also community because Maya's also got the art gallery, and this is all new, and it seems like they're firing on all cylinders here.
And a great opportunity for first-time artists as well.
For artists, it gives them kind of parameters to work under, and that can make art really interesting. And also, a lot of folks in the vending machines, this is their first time selling art professionally, so they are getting kind of a trial into that world without a big commitment.
That's a really good point. And to get that foray into having your art out and also being the business side of things. And we are showing some of the photos of the art vending machines on our Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line, actually on our WTMJ YouTube live stream. And if you text the word, or you don't have to text anything, you just have to text the word watch to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Text the word watch to 855-616-1620, and you can see some of the artworks that Jessica got out of the art vending machines in River West and Bayview. And what else is coming up for Maya? Are they going to have more art vending machines?
So what's next is events starting at the new River Press Gallery. So River Press has one of the biggest print selections in town. They have over 100 stickers, sun catchers, all sorts of fun and affordable, really, gifts was also one of Maya's goals, was making this art very accessible. But there's also going to be rotating installations, like miniature, she's calling it a micro gallery within the studio. So the first one will be called Life Should Make More Sense Than This by Sarah Jane Sutterfield, and that opens tomorrow. The reception is from 5 to 9, and that'll run through November at River Press.
I chuckle because that's a great title. Life should make more sense than this. With tiny sculptural creations, and it's a really good gateway to get to know more people in our creative community. Thank you so much for exploring the art vending machines and taking a risk there. But I am very excited to stop by and get stickers. I think it's so funny. Remember, kids used to love stickers. Now, like adults love them, putting them on their computers and on their Stanley Cups. And stickers are universal now for all ages.
For sure. And it's a fun adventure. The vending machines kind of take you to different creative hubs of Milwaukee that you might not otherwise explore.
Thank you very much, WTMJ's Jessica Gatso, and the art vending machines in Milwaukee, now created by Maya Giuliani, owner of the new River Press Art Studio Shop and Gallery. Thank you. And next, your chance to win free tickets to see Alan Parsons Project live in concert and hear some Alan Parsons music. Next on What's on Tap.
If you have not experienced the historic Fox and Hound Supper Club, please do it this week. Now is the time. WTMJ's John Mercure here. Friday, check this out. The all-you-can-eat haddock fish fry is one of the best, especially with an old-fashioned or an ice-cold beer. Maybe a nice white wine. It's incredible. This Saturday only. Enjoy this, a chicken chipotle Alfredo pasta dinner with your choice of super salad and homemade bread with honey cinnamon butter for just $46.99. That's for 2 dinners. Incredible. Unwind with a cocktail in one of the 8 elegant dining rooms or maybe that patio in the woods. The Fox and Hounds, just off Highway 167, 2 miles east of the Holy Hill Shrine. The summer drive is beautiful. This Saturday only, enjoy 2 chicken Alfredo pasta dinners for under $47. Dinner starts at 3 o'clock. Arrive early. Desserts are buy one, get one free. The strawberry sham tort is amazing. So is that big sundae. All other dinners are buy one, get one free. Every night, it's the famous Fox and Hounds.
Bank 59 has a mission to make lives better. They make it a priority to give back to their customers, communities, and their employees. In fact, Bank 59 was just honored again by the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel as a top workplace. That makes 16 years in a row. Want to learn more about working with the great people at Bank 59? Visit bank59.com/careers. Equal Opportunity Employer, member FDIC.
Summer in Milwaukee is non-stop.
Festivals, live music, and fresh city vibes fill the season.
From world-famous cultural celebrations to hidden gem street fairs, every neighborhood is a stage, alive with handcrafted traditions, homegrown talent, and world-class entertainment.
Music, flavor,
culture. Whenever you visit, the Cream City is ready to celebrate. This summer, don't just visit, experience Milwaukee, the city of festivals. Learn more at visitmilwaukee.org/fest.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Get the help you need Saturday morning with How To Radio. At 7, it's the WTMJ Fix It Show with David Nason, featuring this week's guest, Trees on the Move. At 9, plan your dream vacation with the Fox World Travel Show. And at 10, get financial guidance during Money Talk. Contact NX Wealth Management for an unbiased review of your investments at nxwealth.com. How To Radio, Saturday mornings on WTMJ. Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
I know a lot of people this afternoon around here at the Good Karma Brands office are very excited about Micah Parsons, who has just been traded from the Cowboys to the Packers. If you didn't hear that already, that is fresh news for your Green Bay Packers. Micah Parsons coming from the Cowboys. But Alan Parsons is the Parsons that I'm interested in right now, and I would love to treat you to a pair of tickets to see the Alan Parsons Project live, coming to the Riverside Theater Saturday, September 13th. It's the Show Must Go On tour, promising a night of progressive rock hits, a live concert experience like no other, celebrating Alan Parsons' contribution to music production, because I know you've heard Alan Parsons' songs before, big classic rocker, games people play. You've heard Sirius, which is the song that the Chicago Bulls used to play as they come out. Their Eye in the Sky was a big hit in the 80s. But Alan Parsons was an engineer. He engineered Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Like, he really knows music, and he was kind of lurking around in the background during some of the later Beatles recordings. So he is really, we were talking about wizard snacks with the vending machine earlier. He's a musical wizard, and you have the chance to be in his presence and see him performing live on Saturday, September 13th. And if you would like to be there absolutely free on me, caller 13 right now. Siding Unlimited, WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620. Caller 13, 855-616-1620. You will win a pair of tickets to enjoy the Alan Parsons Project live Saturday, September 13th at the Riverside Theater. Call in and good luck. And the song you need to hear is one of the signature songs from Alan Parsons, heard in sports stadiums in Chicago. I already gave you a hint. The song you need to hear, sponsored by Flanners Home Entertainment. Visit them at flanners.com. At Flanners, music matters. Sound advice at the best price. Just press play. The song you need to hear is next on What's on Tap.
The Labor Day savings are already here at Kohl's. Right now, you can shop unbeatable deals store-wide. Save thousands on furniture, appliances, and mattresses only for limited time now through Labor Day at Kohl's. WTMJ's John Burke here. I shop at Kohl's at all the different stores and online. And you can save 60% on furnitures and mattresses, then take an extra 10% off. That's right, 60 plus 10 on sofas, sectionals, dining sets, and more. Or discover your dream mattress and take home a better night's sleep at Kohl's best prices. But that's not all. You can also save even more on appliances with Kohl's exclusive Labor Day prices. Take an extra 5% off kitchen and laundry appliances from your favorite trusted brands. At Kohl's, they guarantee the best price in town. But hurry, Kohl's Labor Day sale is only available this weekend for limited time. Shop right now through Labor Day. Visit any Kohl's location in West Allis, Oak Creek, Delafield, or Grafton, or shop online at Kohl's.com.
Step up to quality furniture. Get more for your money at Kohl's.
Les Miserables, still the world's most popular musical. Experience the breathtaking production that leaves both audiences and critics awestruck. Les Miserables. October 28th through November 2nd at the Marcus Performing Arts Center. Tickets at marcuscenter.org.
Hi, this is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas. And you know, I'm a consumer just like you. And my ears perk up for pain relief messages just like you. But some of these ads...
Since I started taking this natural supplement, within weeks, my pain is completely gone.
I mean, come on. Give me a break. The truth is, there are imbalances in your body causing your pain. And there's physical therapy, which we are highly skilled at, that can improve imbalances. And there are alternative pain solutions. But not all of them are proven, safe, effective, or affordable. At Rejuvenex, the effectiveness of Toradol joined with hyaluronic acid has been proven. Our treatments are affordable, FDA approved, safe, and they're powerful medicines. They calm inflammation and cushion joints, and they can make your pain go away.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
If you missed this,
Jonathan Lavoie, renowned criminal defense attorney, is a partner at Kim and Lavoie, and he is with us.
I think there's a real shot that the judge may allow for some type of bail with very strict conditions.
Or this.
The amount of damage done to the Iran nuclear sites, can you talk about that?
He continues to argue that they were completely destroyed, that they were obliterated.
Catch up on the Wisconsin's Afternoon News podcast at WTMJ.com, presented by Dave Draycamp Heating.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
It's a song that Terry in Menominee Falls is going to experience live. Congratulations, Terry. Just won tickets to see Alan Parsons Project live September 13th at Milwaukee's Riverside Theater. Good news for you. You have another chance to win next Tuesday on What's on Tap, just after Labor Day. You can grab your tickets, PabstTheaterGroup.com, to see the Alan Parsons Live Project, a night of progressive rock hits and a live concert experience like no other with Alan Parsons. And the song you need to hear is sponsored by Flanners Home Entertainment. Visit them at Flanners.com. At Flanners, music matters. Sound advice at the best price. Just press play, and we're going to press play on a song that has become one of the most recognizable sports walkout themes of all time. The Chicago Bulls used it in the 90s, and it's just a cool song that creates a great environment. Serious by the Alan Parsons Project is the song you need to hear.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Does music matter to you?
Flanders Home Entertainment wants to help you have the best music experience at home. They've got high-quality products, the best prices, and high-fidelity expertise for the best sound in and outside your home. Now is a great time to shop Flanders with their Music Matters sale event. All speakers, all amplifiers, receivers, turntables, CD players, music streamers, and accessories are on sale. Visit Flanders Home Entertainment today in West Allis, Grafton, or at Flanders.com. Sound advice at the best price. Flanders.
Just press play.
Accunet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
Patrick and Monica initially chose a bank to get pre-approved and provide financing for the purchase of their first home. But they were getting a bad feeling when a week after their offer was accepted, the bank still hadn't locked in their rate, nor had the appraisal been ordered. Monica shared her concerns with a friend who happened to be a multi-time Accunet client. That led to Monica connecting with one of our senior loan consultants the same day, and after gathering some information and reviewing options, we locked in their rate right then and there with loan costs $3,600 lower than what the bank had quoted. The appraisal was ordered right away too, and the loan closed on time just 3 weeks later. We also noticed an oversight in the contract that led to a $3,000 credit from the seller. You can get a generic pre-approval and average or worse service from a bank, or you can get the kind of fast service, advice, attention to detail, and savings that made Monica and Patrick Accunet's latest raving fans. All you got to do to get started is click on the blue button at Accunet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
A buck doesn't buy much unless you're spending it at Griffin. For just $1 over cost, you can buy brand new tires from us. This is Jim Griffin. Any major brand, $1 over our cost with free tire repair and lifetime rotation. We'll even show you the invoice to prove it. Our only requirements, we put them on for you. Buy one or the whole set. The dollar deal from Griffin. Milwaukee, Waukesha, Fort Atkinson, and Jefferson. Griffin. The buck stops here. The deals on tires don't. That's Griffin.
Not combinable with other tire offers.
Hey, this is WTMJ's Steve Scavidi here to talk about my brand new show, WTMJ Outdoors. This week takes us to central Wisconsin. We talked to Mallory Payne from the Plover Tourism Department. All things recreation, outdoors, on their waterways. And then we go to a fishing guide in southeastern Wisconsin. All things fishing. All things Wisconsin Outdoors. Join us every Saturday, 2 to 3, right here on 620 WTMJ.
It's WTMJ Outdoors, presented by Outdoor Living Unlimited.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Are you tired of being tired? Go to adventknows.com.
Trusted, relevant, locally owned, locally programmed. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it's 66 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 54. Friday, cloudy and cooler, a high of 67. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Neil Doyle. One day after Governor Tony Evers formally requests a presidential disaster declaration following historic flooding in southeast Wisconsin, Vice President J.D. Vance says it's too early to know whether the aid will be granted.
The vice president was non-committal about whether or not the Trump administration will send the federal relief to southeast Wisconsin, while speaking in La Crosse touting the One Big Beautiful Bill.
Now that I'm aware of it, we're going to take a look at it. We're going to make sure that it gets the review that it requires.
Neither President Trump nor Vice President Vance toured Wisconsin in the wake of the flooding, which the VP tells WTMJ was because they didn't want to, quote, appear for a photo op.
We can't do it until the local law enforcement says we can support this without affecting the recovery and other efforts.
In La Crosse, Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
And as the vice president touted President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, Governor Evers' administration released a new analysis of the costs to Wisconsinites.
The report indicates the bill will cost the state $284 million in future budgets, leaving 270,000 Wisconsinites without health care coverage and significantly alter the state's food share programs. The estimates claim the changes under the bill will require the Wisconsin legislature to approve nearly $70 million in new funding for immediate implementation costs for the remainder of the current biennium. The domestic policy and budget bill reaches full implementation in 2028. Sean Brenda, WTMJ News.
Police in Minneapolis say they're still looking for a clear motive in Wednesday's shooting at a Catholic church that left 2 children dead. ABC's Alex Perez reports the family of one of the victims is speaking out.
The family of 10-year-old Harper Moisky writing in a statement, "No family should ever have to endure this kind of pain. We urge our leaders and communities to take meaningful steps to address gun violence and the mental health crisis in this country."
23-year-old shooter Robin Westman died of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound at the scene. And there's been a do not drink tap water order that is in effect right now for the village of Williams Bay.
The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources found elevated nitrite levels in the village's water system on Monday. Tap water should not be used for drinking, cooking, brushing teeth, or making ice. It's okay to use the water for showering, hand washing, and dishwashing. Officials say boiling or freezing the tap water will not make it safe for consumption, so residents should not try to treat the water themselves. The village is temporarily increasing chlorine levels at the water plant and flushing the distribution system to eliminate the nitrite. Jessica Gatso, WTMJ News.
In the meantime, residents can pick up bottled water at Williams Bay School. Milwaukee lawmakers have introduced a new bill to curb reckless driving around Wisconsin. State Representative Supreme Moore Omokunda.
In the 17th Assembly District, we did a survey, and we got 500 responses. And in half of those responses, people listed public safety as their highest challenge. And in about 25% of those additional responses, people said reckless driving.
The proposed legislation would make $60 million in state-funded grants available to reconstruct roads with speed bumps, raised crosswalks, and extended curbs. Last year, the Wisconsin DOT reported over 5,000 crashes related to reckless driving, resulting in 138 deaths. And some new programs and cleaner classrooms this year in Milwaukee Public Schools. MPS Superintendent Dr. Brenda Casilius tells WTMJ how the district has invested in some different programs and infrastructure.
We have a lot of new athletic fields, new libraries that have maker spaces within them, some new swimming pools, some new playgrounds and green spaces that we have around the district. So those are some things that will be very visible to families. I think the buildings are much cleaner. They maybe are the cleanest they've been in decades.
The district says teachers will also be focusing on boosting literacy rates. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:04.
So he said to me, "Boy, oh boy, do you got the boulders." And I said, "You betcha." And he said, "Do you mind if I cherry pick?" And I said, "Feel free. They're all beautiful and they're all granite. Sparkling pinks, blues, and grays from 4 to 36 inches. And they're all priced right because we buy direct from the source nationwide to give you the look you want." Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. Well, if you need flagstone for your new natural patio, Erickson's is the place to find it. We have the largest selection and 15 styles to choose from. And for decorative stone, Erickson's is your best choice. Our decorative stone is trucked in from all over the country. We buy straight from the quarry and cut out the middleman to keep your prices nice and low. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
You have never been to an all-inclusive resort? Well, neither have I. Hi, it's WTMJ's Steve Scafidi, and this winter, we're going to rectify that. My wife, Kathy, and I have teamed up with Fox World Travel to check another travel wish item off our list, and you are invited to join us. We'll be flying nonstop from Milwaukee to sunny Cancun and staying at the ultra-chic luxury resort Secrets the Vine. This adults-only all-inclusive resort offers unlimited luxury where so much is included. Best-in-class service, gourmet a la carte restaurants, top-shelf drinks, 24-hour room and concierge service, endless day and nighttime activities, and more. Come with us, soak up the sun on the beach or one of 3 sparkling infinity pools. Enjoy sommelier-led wine tasting or explore the Cancun area. You know my trips sell out fast, so if you want more information about the February festivities, contact a travel advisor at Fox by calling 866-GO-FOX-GO or their fabulous website, foxworldtravel.com.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Dallas Cowboys are trading all-pro linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. ESPN's Jason Wilde tells Wisconsin's Afternoon News.
When you have elite, great players, it changes everything. It makes everybody around you better. And Rashawn Gary is going to be a better pass rusher now because Micah Parsons is on the other side.
Parsons and the Packers agreeing on a 4-year, $188 million contract. That makes him the highest-paid non-quarterback in NFL history. In the deal as well, Green Bay giving up defensive tackle Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks. Earlier this afternoon, the Brewers splitting their 4-game series with the Diamondbacks as they fell 6-4. Crew will now hit the road and start a 3-game series in Toronto. Coverage tomorrow night starting at 5:30 on WTMJ. And coming up in less than an hour, college football in Madison, I should say. The Wisconsin Badgers kicking off their season against Miami, Ohio, an 8 o'clock kick at Camp Randall. Badger sports updates are sponsored by Siding Unlimited, siding, and a whole lot more. Let's take a look at the roads, your WTMJ time saver traffic. A few incidents on I-94 westbound right at the ramp from Mitchell Boulevard. Part of the right shoulder is closed there due to an incident. And then also 94 westbound just beyond the ramp from Blue Mound Road, the right shoulder blocked due to a disabled vehicle. And let's take a look at your WTMJ 5-day forecast. For tonight, will be partly cloudy, a low down to 54. Partly cloudy skies on Friday, a bit cooler as well. We'll see a high of 67 degrees, but shaping up to be a nice holiday weekend. Mostly sunny on Saturday, a high of 72. Plenty of sunshine on Sunday, a high of 76. And then Monday for Labor Day, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s. In Sheboygan, it's 64 degrees, 68 right now in Madison, and it's 66 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:09.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee, a deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
So glad to be hanging out with you tonight on this Thursday, just before the Labor Day holiday weekend. This is one of the busiest travel days, so I know a lot of people are already getting their jump on their weekend. So if you're packing your bag while you're listening, thank you. Thank you very much. You got an action-packed, artful hour ahead. Murals in Milwaukee and in Green Bay. You are about 5 minutes away from meeting twin brothers who are artists, and they are together creating a new Milwaukee-themed mural on Plankinton Avenue. If you know where that Benihana is, it's just around the corner from there, and it is Milwaukee-themed. You're going to meet young artists Carlos and Michael Garcia Cropful in about 5 minutes, and Green Bay Packers fans, yes, the buzz is all about Micah Parsons getting traded from the Cowboys to the Packers. Fresh news as of about a couple of hours ago. Well, this year, there's a Packers Community Paint by Numbers mural. It's basically an annual tradition by artist Zane Statz. And this year's mural, you can be part of it, a 70-foot tribute to the Lambeau Leap. And that will be happening on the first Saturday of September. So artist Zane Statz is going to join us just after 7:30 to tell us about how you can get involved in this Green Bay artwork. And we'll also get a preview of the Third Ward Art Festival. So as you can see, lots of art and creativity ahead. But speaking of as much buzz as the Cowboys trading Micah Parsons to the Packers for big money, there was some really big buzz earlier this week. Gosh. And here to tell us about it, WTMJ reporter Elizabeth Lintonen is a pop culture, I will say, big fan.
Fanatic,
okay. And big Swiftie.
Yes,
well, what
indeed.
day did this news come out about Taylor Swift getting engaged after 2 years of dating Travis Kelce?
Travis Kelce, yes. I imagine that I felt quite like many Packers fans are feeling this afternoon on Tuesday. It was around noon. And no one was there in the newsroom to record me, but Olivia Rinaldi on CBS News, she's a political reporter.
She's on Wisconsin's Morning News
get
a lot.
caught on camera, and here's a little from her reaction.
Taylor Swift is engaged. Taylor Swift is engaged. Taylor Swift is engaged. Come back to me. She just posted it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it's huge. The ring is ginormous.
Yeah, so that's pretty accurate to, I would say, how I reacted when I heard the news.
Because in other Swiftie fans, like, I enjoy her music, but I do not qualify as a Swiftie. And I'm also I'm not at the age where I grew up listening to her through all of her different eras. Like, what era did you start with?
I started when I was probably around 8 years old. It was Speak Now. Speak Now was my era. I remember I had the CD and I would plug it into my Hello Kitty radio in my pink bedroom, and I would listen to it over and over and over again.
So Taylor Swift's stories and songwriting has been truly part of the audio fabric of your life.
Yes, indeed.
So what does this, well, first and foremost, I was going to say what it represents to some of the Swifties I've talked to who are in their 20s is that Taylor Swift, through all of her heartbreak and all of these songs, waited for a man who will let her shine and let her be the artist, the businesswoman, her own unique individual. This is what this engagement and her journey represents to other young women, young people who think, I can find love. I just got to hang in there and be myself. Like, that was sort of the message that several Swifties were giving to me. Were you picking up that vibe?
Yes, I'm picking up that vibe. She has written many a song about how she wasn't worthy of getting someone marrying her. She's going through all this heartbreak. She's obviously had many boyfriends. And I mean, who hasn't when you're 35? But, there's a lot of heartbreak.
You know all of them in chronological order, correct?
I do, in fact. But we don't need to spend time on that now.
You say it's okay to take joy in it, because there are a lot of people who are like, who cares?
No,
I
posted the story to our WTMJ Facebook, and most of the comments had to do with who cares, I don't understand why I should care about this. And from both sides of the political aisle, I've seen a lot on social media of people being like, there are so many worse things happening in the world. There are so many bigger things happening in the world. Like, why should we care about this? But first of all, pop culture is culture, right? The reason popular culture is popular and because why people care about parasocially these relationships is because they represent the human experience that we all go through, and they are good examples of us to watch that experience happen when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to finally finding your person. It is okay, despite the fact that there are other worse things happening in the world, to partake in that joy and to really feel it and relish in it. It is okay, even though it is okay to not be always thinking about the worst things happening politically in the world. It is okay to be taking joy in this, even if it feels silly or fickle. I think that there is no shame in being really excited for her and excited to watch what happens.
And this is a union that brings together the music world and the football world.
Yes, indeed.
So it can bring people together. So
and it will.
And so I'm sure I can check in with you occasionally as different developments as her. I'm convinced she's going to have big bachelorette parties.
We at here at 620 WTMJ broke the news of her engagement before TMZ, and it was because I was in the newsroom and I checked her Instagram 54 seconds after she posted
done,
it.
You and double checking that. And the other thing you've done for us on WTMJ is you have written a web story, and you have also curated 2 playlists for us. If you text the word Taylor to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line, text Taylor to 855-616-1620. What will the link provide them?
The link will provide them my personal curated Taylor Swift playlist. I went through all of her albums, all of them. So you can, and most of them are about falling in love. Some of them are ones where she talks about marriage or not getting married. It's really quite the emotional journey, but you'll get every relevant song from Taylor's discography that has to do with her getting married. And so it will be, if you want to celebrate her engagement with music, this is the playlist to do it with.
Text the word Taylor, Siding Unlimited, WTMJ talk and text line 855-616-1620. We'll send you that link on WTMJ.com or just go to our WTMJ website. And again, if you're saying, you know what, I'm not sure that I really care, but lend an ear. Maybe Elizabeth Linton can enlighten you to the Swiftie world, and maybe you'll follow along.
Be
and
open
embrace the joy.
To letting joy into your life, even if it's really, really popular to do so.
Thank you very much. Elizabeth Linton, one of our Swifties here at Good Karma Brands. Thank you for your report. And next, twin brothers who are making a Milwaukee-themed mural downtown. You'll meet Carlos and Michael Garcia Krupfel next on What's on Tap.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Sandy Maxx with WTMJ, here to tell you about career opportunities with my friends at Three Pillars Senior Living Communities in Dousman. I have been there. I love the vibe. Everybody's friendly. It really is a happy, enriching place to live, and you could help it become even better. Three Pillars is ranked best in continuing care, assisted and independent living, and it's a certified great place to work. They're hiring caregivers within their assisted living and memory care communities. Full and part-time day or evening shifts starting at $20 per hour. You could get more based on experience and shifts. And the best part, you'll make a difference in the lives of others every day at Three Pillars. Go to threepillars.org, click on the Careers tab to learn more.
An unsuspecting driver at a Milwaukee barbershop.
I got an apprentice here shadowing me. I'm gonna put this hot towel on, man. About a good 3 minutes, all right?
The apprentice is Donald Driver.
So when you come here, you drive?
Yes.
Your car got seatbelts?
Yeah.
You wear them?
No.
Okay, but why not?
I don't want to.
But do you know you can get a ticket for that? I'm gonna give you a ticket. Bet you wish you buckle up now.
Oh my God.
Donald Driver can't always be there to remind you.
Take it, click it. There we go. Click it or ticket.
And let's reduce fatalities on Wisconsin roadways. Sponsored by Wisconsin DOT.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. And I'm very excited to introduce to you two young up-and-coming artists, is what I would say. Two brothers who happen to be twins. I will say just introduce yourself so that way we can hear if your voices are identical as well.
Okay, my name is Carlos Garcia Cruffle, and I am told we sound very similar, so I guess Michael, and I'm Michael Garcia Cruffle.
It's very similar. It is
Yeah.
very similar. And I thank you so much for joining me in the studio. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Was it last Wednesday when all the burgers were given away
I
at
believe
George
so.
Webb?
Yeah.
I was walking downtown, got my free hamburger thanks to the Milwaukee Brewers winning streak, and I walked by on Plankinton Avenue, fella sitting on a upside down paint bucket, paintbrush with the blue, painting on this white wall that had sketches on it that I had walked by a couple weeks ago on my way to see Wicked the musical at the Marcus Performing Arts Center. And I was like, oh, look, this is now all white and it's sketched out. I wonder if it's going to become art. So I walked up to the young man on the bucket painting with his earbuds in, and I said, excuse me, are you the artist? And so it happened to be you, Carlos.
Yes, yeah.
And what a gorgeous day to be. It was like 72 and sunny.
It was, yeah.
You were getting the job done. So describe the mural that you and Michael are creating.
Yeah, sure.
It's right around the corner from Benihana for a little perspective.
Yes, yeah. Right by the river. So it's a mural inspired by essentially just Milwaukee. It's got like colors inspired by the flag. It's got the 414 area code on it, and then the Bucks, just kind of to encapsulate the city. And yeah, we got contracted, I guess, to do it by Newland Enterprises. So yeah, it's really just an homage to the city.
Working artists. I love it. How did this commission come about, Michael?
We have a friend who works for Newland, and she reached out and pointed us to this opportunity. And yeah, we were like, let's do it. We haven't. I've done murals before, but we haven't done one together. So this was a great opportunity to do that, and hopefully do more in the future.
How long did it take you to come up with this MKE 414 and Bango inspired idea?
Yeah, it took about I would say a month of sending it to them, and then kind of working out the kinks and stuff. So yeah, I mean probably a month, I'd say. And then we eventually, got to putting it on the wall and everything.
What are some of the dynamics of? Was it too busy? Was it too many characters? What's the editing process from the first idea to what it's become now?
Well, yeah. So we started with multiple different concepts. The typography mural was just one of them. We had some more illustrative ones, but I think the idea was to have it be something simple, something that speaks to the city. So that felt like the best fit. And yeah, we just eventually narrowed down to this one and started executing on it.
It's colorful. It's good. Now, how you were talking about sending it back and forth to Newland, who commissioned you to create this. And we can we'll actually show photos and videos on our WTMJ YouTube live stream. If you text the word watch to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line 855-616-1620, text watch, and you'll get a glimpse of it in progress because it's almost finished. I was there this morning.
It's coming together.
Yeah, it is. It really is coming together. It's been fun. For me, it's been fun to walk by and see it as a white wall and now almost see it.
Yeah.
See it finished. But so you talk about sending it back and forth to Newland, who commissioned you. But how many back and forths did the two of you as twin brothers and creators have? How long did it take the two of you to agree on a concept?
That was definitely I'd say quite a bit, but with having him be able to help me out with his prior experience with making murals, he was helping it be a lot more realistic because some of my ideas were maybe a little too busy, a little maybe unrealistic, and so he was able to. I'd send it to him, and he's like, "Nah, man, we got to do this. It'll be easier to do it."
Oh, so simplified so you can hit the deadline.
Exactly. Yes. Certain. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying. I'm glad that maybe some of his more ambitious and busier ideas, kind of, would hopefully make you go, maybe we could make this work.
They're certainly exciting, and yeah, like there are certain ones that are like I wish we could do that, but sometimes you just got to be realistic. Like maybe take out those couple of details because that's going to take us a lot more time. And yeah, I think the final product is still really amazing. Looks awesome, and yeah, that's just all a part of the process.
It's bright, it's colorful, it's got some geometric shapes. We are talking with twin brother artists Carlos and Michael Garcia Krupfel, and I want to find out more about your individual artistic journeys and how collaborating as twin brothers has adjusted your approach. So stay with us here on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
For legal reasons, we must state that the Matrix bedroom from Penny Mustard is in no way associated with any major motion picture of the same name. Any similarities are merely a coincidence.
It's no coincidence. If anything, Hollywood was inspired by the Matrix bedroom.
Why do you say that?
Come on, look at the Matrix bedroom's sleek, smooth appearance, the angled hard lines,
the tapered legs, and inset drawers.
I mean, it is Penny Mustard's most contemporary bedroom.
You could almost say it's neo-contemporary.
Careful.
Solid wood.
Forever tight bed brackets.
And thick drawer bottoms strong enough to stand on.
The Matrix bedroom is a blockbuster.
We should really stop talking about this.
Fine. Take this blue pill and you'll forget all about it.
That's a jelly bean.
Yeah, I know. I already ate the red one.
The Matrix bedroom with queen panel bed, 10-drawer dresser, landscape mirror, and 3-drawer nightstand starting at $82.47 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Think of your experienced quality electrician for remodels or smaller projects like replacing fixtures or fluorescent lights to LED, electric car charging port installs, and electric panel swap outs. Codes are about to change that require a more expensive breaker. Quality can help. And for a power outage, count on lightning fast emergency service.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. Nobody likes it when their old water heater sings its last song. But if there's a positive side to it, say you upgrade now with a tankless water heater. That means instant hot water on demand. Those old water heaters aren't exactly efficient either, but you ride them as long as you can. And when they can't do the job anymore, call Quality. Whether it's drain cleaning, snaking, or taking care of a leaky pipe or faucet.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
Are you worried about running out of money in retirement? Wondering about how to pay less taxes? Join me, Tony Drake, for the Retirement Ready Show live every Saturday at noon and Sunday at 7 a.m. on WTMJ 620 or 103.3 FM. We'll talk about smart strategies to help you retire with confidence. Don't miss it.
Drake & Associates LLC is an independent investment advisory firm that offers a variety of different investment vehicles. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only and should not be construed as individual investment advice. Drake & Associates LLC does not provide legal or tax advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance.
analyzing the news from the perspective of those in the field. Hey, it's WTMJ's Adam Roberts. Join me every Sunday at 10 for Reporter's Notebook, where we take a deeper dive behind the biggest stories of the past week, told from the perspective of the reporters, anchors, and news directors making decisions behind the scenes and covering the stories you hear every single day.
Bringing you the story behind the story. It's Reporter's Notebook, Sunday mornings at 10 on WTMJ. What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
And I am joined in the studio by Carlos and Michael Garcia Krupfel, twin brother artists who are doing public painting, beautifying the city. And your latest commission is on Plankinton Avenue, just around the corner from Benihana, and it is in progress. We've been showing some of the progress on the WTMJ YouTube live stream. If you want to see it, just text the word WATCH to Siding Unlimited WTMJ. Talk and text line 855-616-1620. Text the word WATCH and be as entertained by the progress as I was when I just happened to walk by Carlos painting. It's fun to see a mural in progress. It's like, hey, and thanks. I hated to interrupt your flow. You had the earbuds on and everything. But it's like, but this is what excites me about seeing art in progress. And then when I asked you, like, why are you doing this? Can you do this? Like, I wasn't sure if you kind of like were poaching that area. Maybe this is graffiti. But
I got that a lot, yeah.
Sure. Well, I'm glad that people were curious too. But New Land Enterprises commissioned the two of you to create this mural, and I'm so heartened by that. And I did a little research, and New Land Enterprises is proud of it. They posted on LinkedIn that this stretch here, like I said, on Plankinton, just around the corner from Benihana, they originally commissioned an artist from Chicago. It was a "You Are Beautiful" mural, and then a windstorm tore it all down. It was damaged beyond repair, and they've been eager to bring that spirit and that splash of color back to this site. So they have chosen the two of you to create that. So how does that feel to know that they're excited about this project?
It's awesome. It's awesome to know that they want some art out there to kind of add some excitement to the city. And it means a lot. Yeah, they certainly support the city creatively, and it's really cool to collaborate with them and help support that as well.
And just really quickly, because we're going to get into the news, I'm going to have the two of you back. It's just such a joy to meet both of you and feel your energy. Michael, you have experience with murals. What's your what's your journey from as an artist?
Yeah, I've done multiple cities throughout the city, multiple murals throughout the city, and that's just kind of been a process of doing one, and it's almost like one mural leads to another, and I've gained a lot of experience at this point. So collaborating with Carlos, getting to show him the ropes, it's a great experience. Being able to just spread art throughout the city of Milwaukee, and people love it, and I love it. So it's awesome to be able to do that.
And Carlos, what's your artistic journey been?
Like you said, this is my first mural, so for me, I've just been kind of making like animations and working on my own personal stuff. And this year, we've been able to collaborate a lot more, and we made some T-shirts together. We're working on this mural, so for me, it's just kind of seeing where this takes me, and continue to pursue my passion. So, that's what we'd like to do. Hopefully, someday start a business together and just collaborate. And
Carlos,
do what we love.
Carlos and Michael Garcia Krupfel, when do you expect the mural to be finished? It's almost there.
I'd say 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah.
Will you do some sort of do me a favor, pop me a note. Let me know when it's finished, and so that way we can have a mini unveiling party or celebration outside there.
That'd be awesome. Sure
We'll
thing.
toast to your success. It is the MKE. It's got 414 and I'm a huge Bango fan. A little bit of a Bango-inspired character on this mural, and you can see it on Plankinton, just around the corner from Benihana, across from the Riverside Lofts?
Yeah, MKE Lofts.
MKE Lofts. So thank you for beautifying our city, and I look forward to visiting with the two of you again.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you so much.
It's been great.
Appreciate
and we're going to talk about murals, Green Bay Packers murals next. But first, we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is Neil Doyle.
Thanks, Sandy. Well, speaking of the Packers, big move today by Green Bay, trading with the Dallas Cowboys to acquire four-time Pro Bowl linebacker Micah Parsons. Parsons and the Packers agreeing to a 4-year, $188 million contract. That makes him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Part of the deal as well, the Packers will be sending defensive tackle Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks to Dallas. West Nile virus has been detected in Dane County. It's the first human case for the county this year. Some other human cases have been reported in Barron and Sheboygan counties. Wisconsin Department of Health Services reminding the public the best way to protect yourself against West Nile is preventing mosquito bites. August and September tend to have the highest risk for the virus. And 1 person dead after a motorcycle crash on Milwaukee's northwest side. Police say they responded around 8:30 Wednesday night near 115th and Appleton Lane. A motorcycle driver was speeding and lost control, sliding off the road. The 34-year-old man was pronounced dead at the scene. Let's take a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. It was a bit dicey out there throughout the early part of the evening commute, but looking at the maps here, most of our incidents have cleared up, so the entire system looking pretty good at this point. Let's take a look at your WTMJ 5-day forecast. For tonight, will be partly cloudy, a low down to 54. Partly cloudy skies on Friday, still cooler, only a high of 67, but then shaping up to be a nice holiday weekend. Sunny skies on Saturday, we'll see a high of 72. Mostly sunny on Sunday, a high of 76 degrees. And then on Monday for Labor Day, plenty of sunshine with highs in the upper 70s. In Green Bay right now, it's 62 degrees, 65 in Kenosha, and it's 64 degrees in Milwaukee. I'm Neil Doyle, Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:33.
Are you frustrated with those trendy weight loss shots? Whether you've hit a plateau, can't handle the side effects, or watch the pounds creep back after stopping, there's a better way. The Milwaukee Weight Loss Program has helped thousands of people lose up to 10 to 20% of their body weight in just 8 weeks without expensive injections or uncomfortable side effects. Our doctor-developed program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast. Ready for real lasting results? Our caring team at Milwaukee Weight Loss is ready to help you achieve your weight loss goals. Visit MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com now to schedule your free consultation.
Hey, it's WTMJ Steve Scafidi. I dropped 40 pounds with Milwaukee Weight Loss. No crazy workouts, no meal kits or shakes, and definitely no meds or injections. They helped reset my metabolism, and the weight's actually stayed off. It's been a game changer for me. Many patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Schedule your free consultation today by calling 262-393-2334 or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Summer in Milwaukee is non-stop.
Festivals, live music, and fresh city vibes fill the season.
From world-famous cultural celebrations to hidden gem street fairs, every neighborhood is a stage, alive with handcrafted traditions, homegrown talent, and world-class entertainment.
Music, flavor,
Culture. Whenever you visit, the Cream City is ready to celebrate. This summer, don't just visit, experience Milwaukee, the city of festivals. Learn more at visitmilwaukee.org/fest.
Get started on your painting project this summer and save big money at Menards. Rust-Oleum Stops Rust 5-in-1 spray paint lets you choose from 5 unique spray patterns with a twist of the dial, so you can get a professional, corrosion-resistant finish on every project. Save big money on Rust-Oleum spray paint now at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Wisconsin's Morning News is here for you every weekday morning starting at 6 a.m. Vince Petrano.
FEMA workers in Wisconsin. Federal workers are assessing damage from the severe flooding this month.
Eric Billstad.
Following some breaking news this morning, federal agents have been seen searching the residence of former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton.
And traffic with Debbie Lozica.
We've got a crash now, westbound 94.
The news you need to know. Wisconsin's Morning News on WTMJ.
Heart disease won't stop us. Diabetes won't slow us down. Allergies, high blood pressure, shoulder pain, cancer. Nothing will keep us from pushing Wisconsin ahead. Because with the Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, forward progress is what we stand for. That means always pushing and always innovating. With new technologies and breakthrough treatments that make life better, whether we're sick or well. It means providing more convenience and more ways to receive medical excellence for all your health needs, for big and small. It means being there for you, our family, caring for yours. So let's keep raising the bar. Let's keep testing the limits of what medicine can do. Let's push ahead and make life here as great as it can be. Visit Freighter.com to find out how.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Oh, Packers are on the mind of a lot of people, including here on What's on Tap, a show that spotlights culture and creativity in Wisconsin and around the world. And Packers Talk right now is going to be about a cool mural that is celebrating one of the most iconic traditions in football history, the Lambeau Leap. Please welcome to What's on Tap, Wisconsin artist Zane Statz. Zane, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. And Zane, I'm just going to start with this one. What's your reaction to the huge Packers news as of a couple of hours ago? Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons now becoming a Green Bay Packer. A well-paid.
I'm half, a very well-paid. Yeah, I'm half happy, half sad. I paint custom cleats, and I do a lot of work for Kenny Clark. So him going to Dallas is a little sad, but Micah coming to Green Bay is going to be fun.
That is an interesting perspective. Tell me about cleats that you paint before we get into this wonderful community interactive mural that you're painting.
Oh, yeah. For the last 3-4 seasons in the NFL, I've been painting custom cleats for primarily Packer players, but last season about 4 or 5 other teams as well. Some of them more simple, different color blocking, some of them wild art, really depending on the player and what they want to say that game. So last year was about 40 some pairs. The previous year was in the 50s. Kind of varies every year, but it's kind of a unique way to add your art into kind of a national stage.
How does that interaction happen? How do you collaborate with each teammate to design those cleats?
Actually, it started with Kenny Clark. I originally kind of talked with him a little bit on social media years back. He wanted a custom painting for his house. I did a large custom painting for his house here in Green Bay. Conversations led to another, and then I started doing pairs of cleats with him. And then once you get into the locker room with your name, he kind of just kept spreading it around the locker room, and he kind of just kept helping me get more and more players. And yeah, so losing him was a little bit of a bummer. He was great.
But he created.
No, I'm still excited for the next chapter.
I would say, but Zane, he created the cleat envy. So I take it you'll still be busy in custom cleat world. But tell us about what you're doing on Saturday, September 6th, just outside Lambeau Field.
Yeah, so this will be my 14th fence mural on Lombardi Avenue. This is now the 3rd edition of this community mural. So what's kind of special about this one is I set it up in a paint-by-numbers style. So then the community comes out and paints the mural themselves. Year one, it was about 200 people came out, roughly 2 hours to finish it. Year two was about 500 people came out, 8 hours to finish it. I went a little detailed.
That's what I say. Why would it take longer?
Yeah, I thought it was too simplistic the first year because it got done too fast. So I took it the whole other extreme, which was great, but I think that was a little bit too long. So yeah, this year's halfway in the middle, and it celebrates everything about the Lambeau Leap. It celebrates the players that started it, some of the famous players who've done it, and then a few just kind of other local Wisconsin celebrities added into the mix.
How fun. How big is this mural on the fence going to be?
So it is 70 feet wide by 6 feet tall, and it's directly across the street from Lambeau on Lombardi Avenue, kind of kitty corner to Hinterland.
Okay. And how long does it take you to come up with the theme in the first place and then the design? Because you've been doing, like you said, this is your 14th fence mural. Where do you get the inspiration?
It comes from different places each year, different people. I really don't like to finalize anything until mid to late summer. So really, I didn't finalize the concept till a couple weeks ago, mostly because there's so much change either with teams or injuries or trades like today that could affect a mural or a concept. So I do kind of like to wait for the last minute, but I have like a long list of future ideas that could happen as well.
How fun. So what are some of your favorite I won't call them Easter eggs, I'll call them features of your Lambeau Leap tribute mural that will be painted on Saturday, September 6th.
Yes, I mean, a kind of fun part about this is it's going to feature 11 different players and people on it, and there's also a special dedicated spot for fans to interact with it to almost look like they're doing the leap with the players. So yeah, with that, I mean, there's going to be some players from the historical, a few modern. Thankfully, we have Quick Trip coming on as a sponsor this year, so we have one of their employees doing the Lambeau Leap as well, and local comedian Wisconsin Charlie Behrens has just always been a great supporter of these projects, so he's going to be on there as well.
Oh my
gosh! It's kind of a fun, unique way, and then the rest are players. We got Leroy Butler, we got Jordy Nelson coming back. The only current roster we would have is Matthew Golden, but the rest are just kind of heritage and more well-known Packers over the years.
Well, you can't do it without Leroy Butler. We know that.
No.
How?
He's the founder. He's on there, yes.
I'm fascinated, like, when this is unveiled, like, will you bring each of your players and people like Charlie Behrens that you are immortalizing in art on this mural, will you bring them to your artwork?
I mean, that's always the goal. I will try. People stop by every year. You never know. Mark Murphy was great. Almost every year he has stopped by. Now as it's gone, we'll see. Maybe Ed Policy is a new one. But, yeah, I mean, random players and people have always stopped by. Who knows who will this year? We'll see. Maybe all 12 will be there at once, and maybe they won't, but it would be kind of fun.
Continuing this conversation with Zane Statz, artist from Wisconsin based in Green Bay and has been painting Packers fence murals for over 10 years now. More about Green Bay Packers artwork next on What's on Tap.
Welcome back to Ask Hasselus.
I believe in aliens, ghosts, and UFOs, but I don't believe you.
Huh?
I'm convinced the Earth is flat and the moon landing was faked.
Okay.
But when you say Hasselus Mattress don't have no employees, well, that's just crazy talk.
It's true. Hasselus Mattress showrooms are employee-free. Give our mattresses a try with no pushy sales guy.
Okay, sure. You probably think birds are real, too.
All I know is that our 35 beds from the top 5 brands start at $393. Free next-day delivery, too.
Do these mattresses come from Area 51?
We're talking big names like Sealy Posturepedic and Beautyrest.
And who's supporting your operation? The Illuminati?
If you need support, through Monday, get a free adjustable base with any new mattress.
That's what the lizard people told you to say.
Save on Beautyrest, Sealy Posturepedic, and more. And get a free adjustable base through Monday at Hasselus Mattress. Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you at hasselus.com.
Les Miserables, still the world's most popular musical. Experience the breathtaking production that leaves both audiences and critics awestruck. Les Miserables. October 28th through November 2nd at the Marcus Performing Arts Center. Tickets at marcuscenter.org.
John Mercure here for Serta Pro Painters. They painted the outside of our house. It was fantastic. I've got a big deck. They really had to navigate on 2 levels. The guys took their time. They paid attention to detail. They did it right around the deck. My whole house looks fantastic. Trim and siding, it's great. It's Serta Pro Painters. Schedule fills up fast, so now's the time to plan your project. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Serta with a C for your home or business. Each Serta Pro Painters business is independently owned and operated. They are the best. They're Serta Pro Painters.
As the kiddos get ready to get back to school, you can find really great back-to-school savings at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. School supplies and some surprisingly cool clothing, too. And teachers, you get an additional discount. Get the best back-to-school bargains at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
With over 57 years of experience, family-owned Yutka Fence installs high-quality fencing with residential options, including vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and ornamental fences. Committed to craftsmanship and customer service, Yutka Fence doesn't just build fences, they build relationships based on care, trust, precision, and protecting what matters most. Mention you're a WTMJ fan for 10% off your project. Schedule your free estimate today at yutkafence.com or call 262-859-3226.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
The WTMJ newsroom has been keeping their eye and breaking the news on now Green Bay Packer Micah Parsons being traded from the Cowboys just 3 hours ago. Big news. So a lot of people having the Packers buzz, but the season's about to start, and it's going to start in an artful way on Saturday, just outside Lambeau Field on September 6th, a brand new mural, an artwork that you can be part of. And my guest right now is local artist Zane Statz. Zane grew up in Door County, now living in Green Bay. So you are Wisconsin through and through. Describe.
I am.
Yeah, describe. So what was your first memory of being a Green Bay Packers fan?
I vaguely remember going to games as a very little kid. I remember them a lot more vividly as like a teen and high school, but I just have little clips in my mind of probably 5, 6-year-old me going to games. So that's kind of the first little bits of memories I have.
That's in your DNA then, cheering for the green and gold since you're a little kid. And now this mural, the 14th fence mural that you have created over the years, 70 feet wide by 6 feet tall, on the outside on a fence on Lombardi Avenue, and you are inviting the community. Come one, come all. Don't have to sign up. Just show up at 8 o'clock on Saturday, September 6th, and you have made this 70-foot blank canvas of a mural right now into a paint-by-numbers process. Now, that makes it easy for people who want to come paint, but that sounds really involved. What in the world are the logistics to manage that process, to draw that out on that huge fence?
You know, it's a lot more complex than you think, and it's kind of funny that I get people joking all the time, like, you know, now you have other people painting the fence for you, which, I mean, in a way, yeah, I've got all these people painting it instead of me painting it myself, but the setup process is probably 5 times longer than a regular fence because basically I have to recreate a coloring book and then take that coloring book and try to simplify it into 15 colors maximum. So yeah, it takes some time.
You must use a computer program or something to be able to lay that out in different segments?
Yeah, so I use Photoshop to do kind of the initial rendering, but then starting with this project, I've started to use VR, specifically like Meta Quest 3 of VR set, where I'm able to take my design and scale it to full scale, so fully 7 by 6 foot, put it on the physical fence, and I was able to trace everything in real time. So in years past, I've always used a literal projector and taken my images and projected them in segments onto the fence, but I could only obviously do that at night.
Yeah.
So now with this new VR set that I've just tried for this new project and it worked nearly seamlessly, I'm able to do it during the day, night, whenever I want, and I'm able to do it, I mean, probably 2-3 times faster than moving a projector slowly along.
Interesting technology. Zane, now I have an image of you like with a helmet on your head. Is that the kind of VR we're talking about?
Yeah, I kind of look like an alien painting a fence. No one knows what I'm doing, but yeah, it works.
I love this creative process. I didn't expect that side of the technology. So thank you for beautifying the Lambeau Field area. You have 14 fence murals once this one gets completed on Saturday, September 6th. Were there people posing during the NFL draft with your different fences? Did you get a sense of your artwork enhancing the experience at the draft?
Yeah, so I actually did. So the fence I do actually changes up every year with a new design. So each year gets painted over, which, you know, it's sad but kind of new, fun to see a new design. But for the draft specifically, I did a kind of a charity fence where I had people pay to get their likeness on the fence, and 100% of those proceeds went to 3 local charities in Green Bay. So throughout the whole process, there was $17,000 raised for painting 32 portraits on this large fence. So yeah, it's kind of like a unique way to add new fan base, a new mural, literally steps from where the gate was to enter the arena for the draft.
Zane, what a magical and wonderful idea. And what another wonderful way that you have brought the community together and done good in Green Bay. That is just wonderful. Zane Stats, you're an inspiration, and I love that you're bringing the community again. Saturday, September 6th, the Packers Community Paint by Numbers mural tributing the Lambeau Leap. And what time should people show up, and what should they bring?
8 a.m., located on Lombardi Avenue at the corner of Lombardi and Ridge Road. No sign up, no supplies, just show up and paint and have a good time.
Zane, thank you so much for all that you do, and we'll be following along at ZAS Designs to see what you come up with next.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, go Pack. Thank you, Zane. And more art, a preview of the Third Ward Art Festival this weekend. That's next on What's on Tap.
When it rains, it pours. But sometimes it hails. Or worse.
That tornado warning again is for Fond du Lac and Dodge County. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now.
Keep us within reach for Fleet Farm Storm Team alerts.
Even if a tornado does not touch down, we know that there are powerful straight line winds.
On 620 WTMJ and WTMJ.com.
My gut tells me that this summer heat's going to last, and that means your AC's going to be put through the paces. Now, we all know that AC can take a licking and keep on ticking, especially if it's an Armstrong. But when yours needs to be put out to pasture, call Quality. With over 70 vehicles on the road, we'll be there in a hurry. And with over 60 years of experience, how can you go wrong?
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. Think of your experienced Quality electrician for remodels or smaller projects like replacing fixtures or fluorescent lights to LED, electric car charging port installs, and electric panel swap outs. Codes are about to change that require a more expensive breaker. Quality can help. And for a power outage, count on lightning fast emergency service.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
It's there all day, and it never goes away. I hate pain. It robs us of so much. But if you take action today, your pain could be gone tomorrow. Because at Rejuvenex, we harness the power of Toradol and hyaluronic acid to calm the inflammation and cushion joints. Rejuvenex treatments are safe, they're FDA approved, and in most cases, insurance, including Medicare and Medicaid, pays for them. At as low as $65 per injection per joint, our treatments are affordable. It's not a gimmick. It's pharmacological medicine administered in office in a simple and convenient manner. And with it, our patients have been able to avoid risky surgery and begin to stop the onset of arthritis. I'm Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and here we've made pain treatment as easy and affordable as it can be.
Rejuvenex. Alleviate your pain. Rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenex.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Hey, this August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival only at Potawatomi. Hey, it's WTMJ's Greg Matzik. My friends at Potawatomi Hotel Casino want to get you in the game. Play with your rewards card this month and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. $300,000. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee. More info at Potawatomi.com. Must be 21 years or older and a rewards member to play. See you at Potawatomi.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Thanks for hanging out with me these 2 hours. What's on Tap? Every weeknight at 6 o'clock when there aren't Brewers or Bucks games as we get into this sportsy swing. But it is always my pleasure to bring you some creative stories from Wisconsin and around the world. And this weekend, hopefully you get to take some time off, relax. And if you're here in Milwaukee, there are so many fun things to do, including the annual Third Ward Art Festival. That's Saturday and Sunday in the historic Third Ward. So up and down Broadway, you'll be able to browse, over 120 different artists locally and nationally, bringing their fine arts and crafts of all kinds, whether you love photography or sculpture or jewelry. You can browse and enjoy. Plus, it's just a good neighborhood with boutiques and shops and galleries. There will be live music. And speaking of galleries, one of my tips for this weekend for the Third Ward Art Festival is on Saturday at the Marshall Building in Gallery 218, Saturday evening, free live jazz by the Walker's Point Jazz Trio inside as you explore the Marshall Building. And another tip, if you haven't been there yet, have you heard about the new public art that's a big set of blue glasses frames? I mean, like huge. And it's in Catalano Square. And it's a really lovely public art tribute to a man who used to live in that neighborhood and was a community advocate, Andrew Wadsworth, known for his eyeglasses, and Brandon Minga, who's a really talented artist here in Milwaukee. You've seen his artwork in Pfizer Forum and a lot of different places. He's affiliated with the House of Rad collective. But Brandon Minga created these huge glasses, and they just went up on display maybe a month or so ago. They're very entertaining, so it would be a whimsical and fun photo to get your selfie with as you're strolling the Third Ward Art Festival. And another fun thing is there's the Marshall Building Art Crawl on Saturday, and that's where you can see the free jazz. But, there's a new downtown Milwaukee dog park. Well, your tips at the beer and wine tents at the Third Ward Art Festival go to support the new dog park. So check it out. Third Ward Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Big thank you to all of my guests, and thank you for hanging out with me and for listening to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.